Man, good morning, fam. Big Brother John, a.k.a. Silverback, coming at you with a smile. Look, man, the sun is out. This sun is out. Man, it was kind of crazy for a couple of days. I was like, Lord, what you doing? He said, I'm doing what I want to do. Big Brother John just want to say good morning. Big Brother John want to say I'm asking God to bless each and every one of y'all. Big Brother John telling you your prayers are working. Big Brother John to say stay consistent. Big Brother John's coming in your life to tell you don't let fear take over your life. Big Brother John is trying to wake up this morning and give you something positive and get you up off this Facebook and Instagram that's trying to doom and gloom about some coronavirus. Just Big Brother John just want to say I love you and good morning. I woke up this morning and you know me, I'm kind of shot out. I don't take medication and I ain't gonna never take it. But I just wanted to speak into someone's life this morning and say, stop letting people, you hear me? Stop letting people speak your eulogy while you still living. Blew my mind when I thought of that. Stop letting people speak the eulogy of your death over your life while you still living. There's a lot of people speaking eulogies right now. They want you to be a survivor. They want you to scrape. They want you to grind. They want you to be on your hands and knees, barely surviving and stop living. This virus shouldn't have you at a point where you can let someone speak over your life to the point where you're just existing at this moment in life. I don't know why the Spirit spoke into my life, but that is something real deep because most of us, if we are truthful, a lot of things we do in life is what someone spoke over our life. I don't care what dad or mom or grandma or the streets told you. We are actually living it out, waiting to die. And I ask you this morning to embrace living. It's okay. It's okay to be bougie. Yes, yes, yes. It's okay to want the best out of life. Yes, yes, yes. It's okay to get those people away from you that's already got a shovel. Listen, they done already went past the potato salad. They went past the greens. They went past the chicken. They went past the crying. They went past people passing cards at your funeral and lying and saying how much they cared about you and never visit you. They went past all those things over your life and they got a shovel. And they are actually taking the dirt and putting it over your casket and your living. I know you don't hear this type of talk. Man, come on, we have to. They already told you how your life was going to end. They already told you how your kids is going to end. They already telling you your dreams ain't going to work out. They told you already your dreams ain't going to work out. They have spoke nothing but death into your life. And today, it ain't no religious thing. It's a straight fact. Some of us need to start living and stop surviving and stop listening to the eulogy that has already been spoken over your life. Don't you listen to them. You know, they tell you you're going to be dead before you 18. Once you have a child, your life is over. After you get divorced, you might as well go hang it up. You ain't going to amount to nothing. They already told you what you were going to do, and some of us have embraced it. Some of us have embraced someone telling us we're not going to be nothing. Some of us will destroy our marriage because somebody told us our marriage ain't going to work. Some of us will not finish that degree because someone told us years ago in elementary school that we was dumb as bricks. And now we are taking that same eulogy and putting it on our youth. I hear it all the time. They don't want nothing. They ain't trying to get nothing in their life. Oh, look at old hot mama right there. Look at young boy sagging. And we are beating death into our youth now. Because it was beaten in us. We have accepted our eulogy and we are pouring it into our children. We serve as a vehicle of misinformation when it comes to our children, of bitterness when it comes to our children. Let me tell you something. For some reason, people say the craziest stuff to me. And let me tell you again, I did time in prison. Oh, yes, I did. So when you come to me with some old prison jargon, some bull crap, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to set you right. Look, everybody in the sound of my voice that lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, this part of the United States, let me tell you something. Stop saying sagging is fagging. Sagging, it means you a homosexual. There is nowhere. I did 15 straight years. 15. I did time. No man in the penitentiary was sagging because they was a homosexual. They was sagging because they was cripping and blooding. And sagging does not come from anything homosexual. Sagging comes from being straight defiant to the law. When I was locked up in the penitentiary, they would have men pull their pants all the way up, almost past their navel, and tie the belt up so you can see their butt cheeks. That's what they were doing in my part of the country when you locked up in Supermax. So these young boys were sagging because you have a flag, which a flag is a handkerchief. If you know anything about gang banging, we would have a flag. You have a flag around your wrist, a flag around your head, and then you would have these long white shirts. I don't know if y'all remember, but young boys used to wear long white shirts. And they would have either the Jordans on or they would have the Air Force Ones on. And a lot of young boys was getting banged from the back. Boom, boom. They would just come out the car, boom, boom, boom. Because they didn't know what set they was claiming. So they would take and lower their pants down and let the flag hang. Ask any real Crip from California. Don't got nothing to do with you being no homosexual. Ask any real Crip from California, Bloods from California, the locos from California, dudes who are really born into the game of gang banging and criminal activity, being gang bangers. You had to let your flag hang. Listen to the old raps. We had to let our flag hang. How could your flag hang if your pants was pulled all the way up? They let their flag hang to let you know what set they was repping. So right now, let's stop doing that. The next time somebody preach that to you, next time one of these revolutionaries tell you some of that crap, because you know it's always the older guys that's older than me that's telling you what these young boys is doing. Never gang bang in their life. Never gang bang. Never been in a gang. Been a revolutionary all their life. They're liars. They're liars, and they speak death over our young men, and they speak whoredom over our young women. See, if you don't know about the gang, shut your mouth. Yeah, I get a little emotional when it comes to the youngins. It's a lie. When you were in the penitentiary, they made you pull your pants as tight as you could to almost hurt your penis. And they said, now tie your belt tight and walk the walk. You wear some 14 Slims and pull them all the way up. And that's how it rolled. So all these dudes talking about you sagging meant you was gay, you a daggone lie. Them young boys came in, man, beating the brakes off them old heads when we was locked. I said, what the heck is wrong with these young boys? That's where sagging come from. That's the history of sagging. So stop lying on these young boys. They not little homosexuals. They're in defiance. These young boys, that's why they don't want to do their hair. It ain't no Afrocentric thing in Africa. Come on, where you think braids come from? Come on, where you think locks come from? Braids and locks that come from Africa. So when they were walking around with peas in the pot on it, no, they are fighting back. They tired of us saying the most nastiest things to them, trying to kill them off before they can even live. So a lot of our young women and our young men are being defiant. And if it means having a nappy, kinky hair, not brushing their teeth, letting their clothes hang, they're defiant because they're angry because we're not giving them no hope. I don't care about society, the African-American community, the community of color, because we're going to change our name again. We're going to let this society change who we are. We are actually people of color. All you got to do is look at us. We're a ton of different shades. So we are people of color. Our children are defiant. That's why you find in places like Maryland and D.C. and Philly, the little white girls dating the little black boys, the little black boys dating the little white girls, the little black girls, because they're defiant. They tired of us teaching this racist kind. They said, well, we're going to break an Oriental girl dating a little black boy. What you think they doing? Their parents are racist as heck, but they going outside. I got people that I know is straight racist, been doing business with them for years. As soon as their daughters went to college, they got with a young black boy. First year. Because they tired of us and they are being defiant. Because we have told them you ain't crap. So I woke up this morning to tell you, stop letting people preach a eulogy over your life. A lot of people have already buried you. A lot of people is already ready to say what they going to say at your funeral. And while we are living it, listen to me, we are living a eulogy that other people have spoken over our lives. I'm telling you, the majority of dudes, I'm 50, So look, maybe 55, maybe 45, 55 to 45, we were all told we would be dead by 18. Now it's a little younger. But my generation was told we would be get murked. We would be dead by we're 18. And a lot of us lived it out. We was in wheelchairs by we was 18. We were shot in the head before we was 18. We were murdered before we were 21 because society told us this, you're not going to live anyway. So let's take you out of here. And we actually lived it out. But this morning, I'm telling you, fight against the words of your mouth. And don't you speak it over your child. They can be anything they want to be. And you're hearing that from a dude that was a sucker, a deadbeat dad, drug dealer, homicide. Yup, yeah. Got him with some old knucklehead Negroes that told me, you got to get in where you fit in. And I almost lived out my eulogy. Now people don't know what to do. They don't know what they're going to say. They still don't. What we going to say at his funeral? Why don't you just say, what are we going to say about his life now? And I ask us, don't let people keep speaking death over our communities, over your religious beliefs. Your way is your way and mine is mine. I learned that in all Islam. And in Christianity, it says this: live peaceably with man with all reasonable mind. So I don't care what belief system you believe in. How is you living? How are you living? Yeah, you got the big cross with the diamonds in it, but how are you living? You got a Bible that's this big, look like encyclopedia, but how are you living? Yeah, you can quote surahs in the Quran, and you know all the hadiths, and you pray all day, and you the biggest imam in the neighborhood, but how are you living? We have to step out of religion and become a relationship, and that's what all you hear between man and God is a relationship. What about between you and your fellow man? What type of relationship do you got with your neighbor? What type of relationship do you have on the job? What type of relationship do you have in public? Huh? Yeah, I know you got them titles. You a CEO, a bishop, and all this other stuff. But how is your relationship with mankind? And I don't care who you are and how you try to twist this thing. If you in all Islam or Christianity or Catholicism, or you a Messianic Jew, or you a Hebrew Israelite, at the end of the day, we're supposed to reflect the spirit of Yeshua HaMashiach, which is a living word, which means Yeshua came to the earth to set people free, to let people know they had worth. And all I see on these airways is whose religion is better than whose. My religion, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. And within 15, not even 15, within 5 minutes of conversation, they're cussing, calling people niggas. You ain't nothing, you a hoe. Then you find other people that have other beliefs to tell you, oh, you following the white Jesus and you following the white religion and you read a Bible. Speaking deaf. You have to learn before you listen to people. The Bible in slavery was not the King James. The King James has been not rewritten, but have 4 different versions of upgrade. And the Bible they used in slavery was not the King James. It wasn't the King James. It's a fact. The Bible was actually, the King James was from the Tisdale. The Tisdale was taken over in India. That's what people don't even get. The slavery Bible was created in India and not Africa. So it lets you know how racist it is in India. I know you don't want to think the people in India is dark as us. They way darker than us. They purple. They Urple. And the Urple Indians are treated way worse than the light-skinned people in India. It's called a caste system. Learn your history. Just learn life. We do it. She cute to be dark-skinned. We do it. Don't do it. He light-skinned. He soft as butter. Don't let this smooth taste fool you. I tell everybody, don't let this smooth thing fool you. Yeah, don't go down well. But we talk death over our life. I woke up this morning just to say to you, stop letting people preach the funeral over your life. This thing is not over. Don't let this virus get you twisted. Man, come on, y'all. If you survive government cheese and welfare, you can survive this. If you could say Reaganomics, when we used to be in a mile just to get a little bit of gas, the whole line was a mile. Do not let people speak fear in your life and learn to live. What it is right now, the Creator is trying to pour in each of us to start living. Start enjoying sitting at the table with your child and eating. Sit across from your boo. I know they getting on your nerves because you never had to stay in the house with them, but sit across from them and say, hey, baby, you're looking good. Until you start believing it. Yeah, baby girl, yeah. Because at the end of the day, all of us want to be loved. All of us want a significant other. None of us want to go through this world alone. Stop being a player. Sister, stop listening to these people. Woo! Stop listening to these people. Girl, you need a side Negro. You need a dude to take you out to eat. But before it's all done, you're going to have what you don't want. Brothers, you too. At the end of the day, you need a woman or a man in your life that when the rubber hit the road, they there for you. And I know it's scary. Don't let him lock you down, girl. There's too much life left. 10 years later, you doing the same thing. You too, bruh. 10 years later, you doing the same thing. How long you gonna club? How long you gonna smoke weed? How long you gonna drink? How long you gonna twerk, make it work? What about owning some property? What about owning a home? What about getting your credit right? I'm telling, it's out here. See, whatever you settle for is telling you who you are. So let me speak life into you before I get off this thing here. What approaches you, you allowed to look at it. Is that what you want? Okay, she thick as a snicker. Oh, he built as a brick. He tall, handsome. He got a car. She got a car. He got a little apartment. She got a little apartment. But at the end of the day, could you see yourself growing with that person? Or are you just eye candy? You too, brothers. You eye candy too. Don't perpetrate. It is time to live. It's nothing wrong with being in love. There's nothing wrong with investing in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with investing in getting your credit right. There's nothing wrong with cutting people off. Read the Bible. You have to prune people out of your life that are taking from you. There's a lot of people in your life that are stealing from you, and you know they are. You know your mother don't want what's best for you, and I'm not saying cut your mother off, but put your mama in her place. That's my husband, mama. That's my wife, mama. Yeah, Dad. That's my woman. Dad, this is how I want to live. You chose to live the way you want to live, Dad. I'm going to choose the way I want to live. And if your father didn't do right by you, your mother didn't do right by you, stop telling everybody. That's between you and mama and you and daddy. And if somebody got something sideways to say to you, say, look, man, mind your business. But I ask you today to stand flat-footed, begin your morning with this understanding. Stop living like you already did. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And I know this might hurt some of y'all feelings. When you in that casket, in that funeral parlor, people going to perpetrate and cry. They're going to do this. Look, they're going to cry. They can't wait to find out how the potato salad tastes, how the greens taste and the chicken tastes, and whatever else you got tastes, and then talk about how it tastes. You know, man, it could have been a better chicken. It could have been some better potato salad. There could have been some better greens. Man, them green beans were soggy. Now, this is at your funeral. Then you're going to get a man up in the pulpit or a woman up in the pulpit to preach you into heaven or preach you out of hell. That's what's going to happen. They don't even know you, never sat and ate a sandwich with you, never knew you had a cold in your life, and they going to preach a lie over your funeral. They gonna preach a lie. They gonna make you the best thing since cornbread. You never had a pimple. You had all your teeth when you passed. Oh my goodness, he was picking up 1,000 pounds. She was a angel on earth. They gonna do all this lying, right? When you pass, they gonna do all this lying. Then you're going to bring family members in that's going to lie. They're going to go up there with the cards and lie. They never came to see you. Always said your kids wasn't worth nothing. Couldn't wait for you to die. They told you that years ago. And they going to come up and lie. I know y'all mad at me, but they going to lie with all these birthday cards. Waste money. All these flowers. Waste of money. No one's going to walk up to your child and say, look, we could have took all this money and made sure you made it through college. We're going to take all this money and you could have made it through whatever. But they all going to have the best suits and the most best dresses on. Their car going to be clean. It's going to be detailed. The rims going to be shining. They're going to put a bunch of flags on the car, right? Listen, they going while they putting you in the ground, you know how people are, I'll take me with them. Yeah, push them by that graveyard to see if they want to go in that graveyard with you. And I better, stop playing, get away from me. But they're going to put you in the ground. They're going to put a bunch of dirt on it. About maybe a year or more, but those who really love you, a couple people gonna come see you. But there's always them consistent people that's gonna come see you. You know, come see mama and come see that. They gonna be consistent. They gonna sneak in town and see them. But after about a year or two, when your child is missing you, or your grandbabies is missing you, right, and they gonna be still fighting over the money you might have left, fighting over the house you might have left. We see it all the time, so let's stop lying. That's why people can't wait for you to die. And we see it all the time in I don't know how white people are. I know how people of color are. they fighting about that ring on mama's finger. They fighting about that necklace that mama had or daddy's watch had. So I'm asking you today, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, to live. And you tell everybody that spoke that eulogy over life, save that for later. I got more time to live. Hold on to that eulogy for me. And I'm gonna end with this. And this is not speaking in tongues. This is Hebrew. I'm sorry, everybody that thought I was speaking in tongues, but I'm not. It's Shema Yisrael. That is Hebrew for this. Hear, O people of God. The Lord your God, Yahweh, is one. The Lord your God alone. That's what I speak every time I speak to you, which means is this, that what you believe in, that created everything, will never change, will always love you, will always make a way out of no way, like grandma say, and has created you to be the greatest thing on this planet. And you must respect the creator of all things and do what you were born, birthed, and called to do. Which is what? Life. Live. And pour it into everybody you meet. Pour it into your child. Stop pouring fear into your child. Pour life into your woman. Pour life into your man. Pour life into your building. Pour life into everyone around you. I support every last one of y'all. Put your business up. I'm going to support you. I don't care if you're selling pantyhose. I'm supporting you because that's what God has called me to do. To make sure every time I touch you, you have a better life. I speak about you, you have a better life, and you daggone right, I'm shot out like a box of rocks. And I'm going to support you. You know why? Because there's so many people support me, I don't even know. I have no right not to support you. You were created to live and to breathe life. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Watch what you speak over people. Speak over your daughter. Speak over your son. And matter of fact, speak over your daggone self. When you look in the mirror, you both say, I'm fine as wine. Go get them. Make this business work. You tell yourself in the mirror. And watch what happens. There ain't no magic. And then you go put yourself to work. God says what you put your hands to will prosper. When you wake up in the morning and put your hands to something, when you wake up to the morning and write in them school books, when you put your hands to your yoga and your weight training, you have to put your hands to something to make your life better. It's what you put your energy and your authority to, what makes you have a great life. And I ask you to be blessed this morning. I ask you to stop being religious and become relational and learn to speak into everyone's life. They hating on me. So what? What you think? You think everybody gonna like you? No. Get used to it. But there's always gonna be more people that love you than don't like you. I'm telling you. It's just that we focus, there's 10 people that love us and not one that don't like us. We focus on the one that don't like us, and we forget about the 10 that love us. So here go 1 out of the 10. There's 9 more that's going to tell you this morning they love you. I'm the first one. Yes, yeah, I'm outrun. I love you. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're a masculine, or you're a man, or you're a woman. I don't care if you're a Jew or a Gentile. I don't care if you're a Muslim or a Hare Krishna. I don't care who you are, I love you. Because your life is precious. And I have no right to tell you what you can do, how you can live, and how you should die. But I do tell you how you should live. Live on purpose. Amen. Love each and every one of y'all. Woo! Love you. Period. Big Brother John saying in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach, be blessed and take on this day, man, like a boxer in the ring. Do the Mike Tyson spiritually today. Amen. Love y'all. Have a good and blessed morning. Peace. Amen.